Hello everybody, welcome back to Burnt Church. I hope everybody's having a good day. If you can see by this sun, it's beautiful here. Winds are blowing. It's not very bad hot here today, probably around 75, low humidity. I'll take that any day here in the south. I hope all of y'all have been out in the garden trying some of this electro culture. If y'all have kept up with some of my videos, you've seen that I screwed up some. And I've left some of them that way. We'll use those for a test also and see if they do any different than the other ones. But we've got some more here and they're wound the right direction. I don't know if it's going to show up or not, but these are wound clockwise. And these are a little longer. This one here is probably about 2 foot long. And I've got some real special ones. If you'll hang around a few minutes, I'll show you some. Everybody said I needed to go bigger. Well, I have. I've went a lot bigger than what these are. So we'll go out here and look at our 2-week update on some of these, and we're going to put some new ones in also. So y'all come along with me. We're going to put in some new ones, and we're going to look at some of the old ones. We're going to take a look at those tomatoes that we measured here 2 weeks ago and see how much they've grown. Our corn needs a rain pretty bad. So our corn has grown a pretty good bit. I can't remember if I showed it 2 weeks ago in that video or not, but I've showed it here the last few days. The last time I showed it, I think, was around 3 or 4 days ago, and it was underneath my armpits, about that tall. I'll turn it around here now and let you see how big it is. So this is it now. I hope you can see it. It's up over my shoulders. If that was straightened out, it would be head high nearly, but. And that's this upper row. Now it don't have electroculture on it. This middle row is the one that's got the electroculture. I don't know if y'all can see it back through there or not. We'll take a little closer look at it. Now these are turned wrong on this corn. They're turned counterclockwise. And I've had a lot of you to say that y'all didn't think that mattered. And it may not. We're going to leave them and see if it does or not. So right here is the first one. And it's turned the wrong way. And you can look at this corn. It's not any bigger right there than anywhere else down the row. There's one little taller spot right down here, but it's not where any electroculture is. Right in there in the middle of the screen, right there, that's the tallest place in this corn. And I'll show you where the next electroculture is. So here was our next electroculture on this corn. And it's not any taller than anywhere else in the row. So we'll take a look at our older tomatoes here. If I can find the electroculture on them. So here is one of the electrocultures. And this was the one that was so light green. I have changed it. I turned that one back the way it's supposed to be, clockwise. And it seems to be, I'd like to say it's maybe growing more now. But to be honest, I can't really tell you. It seems like the color has gone from a light green to a darker green on it now. If you remember before, it was real light green. Now right down here is our other one. And I've changed it. If you remember, this little tomato was real small. And he's still pretty small. So I don't know if the electroculture's helping him any or not. To be fair and honest, the coils was turned counterclockwise probably for a week or so before I realized my mistake. And I'm still thankful for y'all for telling me about them being turned wrong. I didn't realize it. Our sweet potatoes, it's not rained on them to really help them any. I'll show you what they look like, but we've not had any rain to make them grow really, so we'll turn around here and see what they look like. If you remember, we had one that I called a extra special burnt church style electro culture. It was the doubled one. I'll show you it first. This is it right here, and it's on that little bitty sweet potato. And like I said, we've not had any rain to make them grow. Right here was the other one. We've had problems with deer. Deer got in here the other night. I forgot to turn our electric fence on, and they got in here. I'll show you what they've done to some of our sweet potatoes here. They've eaten all but one leaf. They made a mess in here in a few places. I thank God that they didn't do no more damage than they did. They must have just not got in here very long before I come out here and run them off. So up here we'll check out these 2 tomato plants. I thought on these 2 tomato plants that the coil was turned clockwise, but I don't believe it was. This one here that I'm looking at now is counterclockwise. I'll show it to you. I put a basket around them because they're getting so big they're starting to fall over. I hope y'all can see it in there, the Electro Culture. I've not taken it out or anything, and it's counterclockwise. These has gotten pretty tall, so I don't know if the clockwise and counterclockwise makes much difference. I'm gonna get the yardstick and we'll measure these and see how much they've grown since the last time. I think it's been about 2 weeks. Right here's the other one. I'll show you it, and it's turned the wrong way also. But I'm just gonna leave these now because we've done started with them this way, and they seem to be growing good. This tomato plant right here was, I think it was 14 inches, and that's just almost 2 weeks ago. Right now, it's about 22 inches tall, and it's leaned over a little bit, but I can't hold it up straight and measure it at the same time, so we're gonna call that 22 inches. This one here was 1 inch shorter than the other one 2 weeks ago. And the best I can tell is it's about 22 inches also. So they've grown anywhere between 8 and 10 inches in the last 2 weeks. And we've had no rain. I mean, we got just a little mist in the other day, but really no rain. So some of y'all had suggested that I needed to go bigger with the Electro Culture to get it taller, and I've done that. I hope y'all can see here. This one here. Now this is an insulator that I've got holding it up. It wouldn't stand up on its own. That's 4 foot tall. These tomato plants may catch up to this, but it's going to be a long time before they do. Right now they're around 23 inches tall. I've got one more over here that I'll show you also. This one here is not hardly as tall as the one I just showed you. It's 38 inches. I've got it held out here with an insulator also. This insulator should keep it from being grounded, if that even matters. I don't know if it matters or not. Somebody said put a stick and let it go around a stick. That may work also. I have no idea. I've done 2 more over here in some squash, and I've done 1 more fancy one in the cucumbers. So here we are on the cucumbers. This one here is about 33 inches tall. I've got it wound around a PVC pipe. These cucumbers has just come up probably a week and a half ago, something like that. I got 2 more to show you, and then we're done. These are on some squash. Well, this is the last one. I thought I had 2 on these squash, but I've only got 1. This is it right here. And it's about 19 inches tall. This is yellow crookneck squash is what this is. I thank you for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.